Welcome once again, guys. In cutting your vintage trouser, two things are very important, and one is the lines. So you must make sure your lines are straight. So the first thing I'm doing is taking 2 inches on the downline for my ankle measurement. Now, after making sure your lines are straight, the next thing to consider is the kind of waistband you are working on, and that is our ankle line. Now, from that ankle line, I will take my full trouser length, which is 37 inches. And like I said, the second most important thing to consider is the waistband. So after making sure your lines are straight, the next thing is to consider what type of waistband you are using. Now for this trouser, we are actually attaching our waistband. So we are not supposed to add the measurement of the waistband to this cutting. So the next thing I will do will be to take 1.5 inches from that top like that. And that is for the waistband. So that means our waistband is 1.5 inches high. And I'll make a straight line to show you how high the waistband is, but I'll be cutting it off. Now that waistband, I'll be adding 1/2 inch from the material to join the waistband, so I'll mark that 1/2 inch on the down line of the waistband like that. And this is just to explain how you remove the height of the waistband on the cutting of your trouser. So that 1/2 inch line will be the new line I'll be working with. So I will not cut off yet. I'll go straight to the workings of the trouser. I'll mark 2 inches on the down line, and from that 2 inches point I'll come upward by 2 inches, mark 2 inches again, and I'll be making a slant straight line from this down line up until that 1/2 inch point on the upper part. And this is just to show you that your trouser is not actually straight from the waist downwards. Only few trousers are actually straight, and they are mostly casual trousers. Like your casual joggers or other ones, you can make it straight. You can also make them slant if you want. So I made my slant line, and I'll be going straight to taking my measurement from the top. So from that 1/2 inch point, I'll take 10 inches from the 1/2 inch point. Always remember that that is the main line we are working with now, from the 1/2 inch point. And I would also be taking my ankle measurement. I will divide it by 2 and I will mark. Come upwards, also divide it by 2 and mark. Go to my thigh measurement, divide it by 2 and mark. And I will also be adding 1 inch for ease. Now the next thing I will do will be to join my ankle to my thigh, and I'll be doing that with an outwards converging curve. So you can see my ruler doing that for me. So I've succeeded in joining my ankle to the thigh. Now for my hip, I'll take that measurement all through like that, and that is the hip divided by 4. So I'll take the waist measurement and I'll divide it by 4 on my tape rule, and whatever I get, I'll mark on the waistline. So my waist measurement, which is 30.5 inches, I'll fold that tape rule into 4 from the 30.5 inches mark, and I'll mark on that half line. I'll add 1/2 inch for that, and also 1/2 inch for the excesses on the back. That excesses you join on the back. So most times you don't want it to be just 1/2 inch. So that is the other 1/2 inch. And I'll be joining with a curve like that. You can see I'm starting my cutting from the 1/2 inch mark, and I'll be cutting on through the hip to the thigh, and I'll be cutting from the ankle to the thigh as well. And after doing this, I'll go straight to the markings of the pocket, and I'll also be showing you how. For the pocket, but before then I'll slant it by 1/2 inch. So the line is already there, that is why I didn't cut it. So I slant it by 1/2 inch, and that is to make sure the center of your trouser is underneath your belly, not on top your belly. So you can check to see if you can cut the back piece from there. It is not possible. So I'll go straight to the markings of the pocket. For the pocket, I'll just mark from the top like that, and I will also mark 3 inches for the slant, and I'll be joining both like that, and that's how you get your pocket slant. We'll be cutting the back piece, and if you notice, while cutting the front piece, we never added any form of sewing allowance. So it is when we are cutting the back piece we'll be adding the sewing allowance. So the whole trick is just to make sure the excesses on the other side is as wide as 2 inches, because 2 inches is what will actually be responsible for our sewing allowance. So the smallest of the excesses on the other side must be at least 2 inches. And after that, I'll go straight to the cutting. I'll cut exactly the same shape on this side, because I'll be joining the front to the back piece. So if both are not conformed on, if both don't have the same shape, it will be very hard to join both and the shape will not actually come out. So as you can see on the back piece, I went higher by 1 inch and I cut to the downline of the other side. So after cutting that shape like that straightforward, I would also be straightening the downline of the trouser as well. And after doing that, I'll rearrange to make sure that half inch is now repositioned on this other side. So I'll use my tape rule to check that half inch, and after checking, I'll just go straight to the cutting. You can see the crotch points must also align, and the downline you would use your scissors to also straighten as well. So after doing that, I'll just go straight to the cutting of the other side. Now you can see I did not actually show you when I used my tape rule to check the excesses, but just make sure you do your due diligence by checking to make sure that excesses is not less or more than 2 inches. After cutting our trouser, you can see how all the line designs are straight, and that is one of the most important part of cutting a vintage trouser. You must make sure the line designs are straight. You can see the green lines, the red lines, they are all straight. So I added interface to cover the slant of the pocket. So that line, that slant is covered by interface, and that is what will make the making of your pocket to make sense. If you don't do this, the making of your pocket will just be catastrophic. You will just realize that there are laggings when you are making your pocket. You will just see unnecessary foldings everywhere. So you could see that's the front, and that's the left, and that's the right piece. I actually put both front facing each other side by side. And I'll show you the pocket I'll be working with. For the pocket, I'm using another fabric. So when using another fabric, it is a little bit technical. What you need is a pocket cover of the same fabric. So you can see my pocket cover now. My pocket cover still contains the same pattern of cutting of the fabric. That is, the lines are straight. The size of the slant is 3 inches, and that pocket cover is wider than 3 inches. The height of the slant is 7 inches, and that pocket cover is longer than 7 inches. So that is the main attribute of your pocket cover. It must be wider and longer than the slant of your pocket. Another thing is to note that if one pocket cover is facing the right side, the other pocket cover is facing the left side, and you can only use one pocket cover for one pocket. You sew on the edge of the pocket cover like that and start working. A quick stop before I go straight to the machine. I will show you what it's like when you've already attached the pocket cover to the pocket. So I've attached the pocket cover on the edge to the pocket. You can see the sewing line. So I did that for the left and also for the right. Like I said earlier, you can only use one pocket cover for one particular leg of the trouser. You can't use one pocket anymore for both legs of the trouser. So I'll be picking one to work with, and I'll be showing you how it works. So this is the one I'll be working with, and I'll be picking a trouser leg to work with it. So that is the trouser leg that can only work with it. So to make pockets with this other fabric having a pocket cover, what you just do is you place your trouser piece like that, then you place your pocket side by side on the edge like that. After placing it on the edge, you would use your ruler to make the notch of your pocket slant you made on the trouser material initially, and that is a 1/2 inch notch. Then you bend along with your pocket slant. So after bending with your pocket slant, you will turn over like that and make a 1/2 inch stitch. we are done with the making of the pocket, we'll be going straight to the attaching of the front to the back piece. You can see the pockets, they are all firmly held on the side and also on the top. So to attach the back piece, I'll just place the back piece on the front piece like that, so you can see the difference between the back and the front piece. What you just need to do is to sew on the edge by 1/2 inch on the right side, then readjust to the other side and sew on the edge by 1/2 inch as well. Now after this, you decide if you want to make your vintage trouser a zip trouser or a no zip trouser. If you are interested in making it a zip trouser, I have videos on how to fix zipper on trousers, so you just go and check that out and see how to do that, and also fix your waistband. But if you're making it a no zip trouser, it's just a straightforward process to place both side by side like that. Sew on the side by 1/2 inch, and you just join the crotch and fix your waistband. Then you mark your length from the waistband downward and bend. So we'll just sew on the sides like that for the left and also for the right. Check out how to make a matching dashiki to rhyme with the trouser on my channel. There's a video on that. Now for our trouser, you could see we actually went for the zip trouser, and we fixed the zip and also the waistband. So like I said earlier, if you don't know how to fix a zip, check my other videos and you would see a perfect video on how to fix a zip to a trouser. I don't want the video to be that long. That was why I didn't actually show the fixing of the zip of the trouser. So that's that. You can see the lines are straight. The waistband, the line on the waistband is perpendicular to the line on the trouser, so it is not the same line. The line is horizontal while that of the trouser is vertical. So that's just that. So all you see me doing now is just trying to arrange the outfit in a way that I can package it inside packaging nylon. So I'll be packaging both like that. Like I said, if you haven't seen the video for the making of the dashiki, the vintage dashiki, check my channel as well, and you would also find that very interesting. Thanks for watching.